So this is the fourth part of my Lannister army that I've created for Oathmark. It's based on the Game of Thrones books or Song of Ice and Fire. So what I've done is I've made a unit of 16 human warriors. These are made from the Fireforged Knights kit, and they're not in Lannister colours because I wanted to get some of the bannermen in. So I decided to make these House Marbrand. They look a little more archaic than the Lannister troops, but I wanted that to be intentional, so they look different on the battlefield, but they still look very well equipped. They've still got heavy armour on, so these are human warriors. And I green stuffed all the flaming trees on there. They could be better. Some are better than others. That one's quite nice. But I just wanted to have a practice with green stuff really, and the first few were terrible and they got slightly better. But they're done. I quite like how they look. They're different to the other Lannister troops. The next troops that I finished were a unit of 15 human Linebreakers. And these are to represent the wild men from the Vale that Tyrion recruited. So what I did is I didn't want them to just look like barbarians. I wanted them to look a bit more, because they're equipped by the Lannisters. They got a load of arms and armour in the books and the TV show. So I wanted them to look quite well equipped, so that's why I made them Linebreakers. So they've all got double-handed weapons, mainly axes, but I put some long swords in there. And these are made from the again Fireforge. These are Scandinavian post-Viking warriors. Yeah, I quite like these as well. They're not as bright as I wish they would. They're quite dull because they're just metal and brown. But again, they stand out with the rest of the army, and they stand out next to the red of the other troops. So I didn't have these planned in the army, but I decided to put them in anyway. So next unit I've done is a unit of 5 archers. I used the Fireforge Knight bodies, and used the Scandinavian infantry bow and arrow arms that I had spare. So I thought I had a couple of spare bodies. So I just decided to make a couple of, make 5 archers. It won't be very effective on the battlefield, but it will hopefully round up the points when I come to do that. These are a little bit different. I didn't have these planned. I just wanted them to be a bit, something different to paint, and I wanted to get a few more red jerseys in there as well. And finally, the last model I've created it's a human champion. It's a Lannister knight. He is also a body from the Fireforged Foot Knights, and he is got a Fireforge shield like the rest of the Lannister troops. And I gave him arms and a head from the Scandinavian kit. So he looks like a grizzled old veteran. I gave him like a grey beard, and he's like the sheriff of Lannisport was my headcanon for that. And he's just a Lannister, probably a cousin or something of the Lannisters. And he was just a human champion just to round out the characters. So I had 3 characters there. Quite like all these. They're a bit different. They fit in with the rest of the army enough, and they also add a bit of variety. That's the end of the Lannister project. What I might do is I might do a video with all of the Lannisters together, the whole army, so you can see it all in one big clump. But yeah, this is them all laid out, and I can go on to another project. I've really enjoyed doing this. It's been quite it's been quite fun. It's been a bit different. I haven't done a human medieval army for years and years, so it's nice to do that. It was a bit different. I quite like all the bases are uniform, so they do even these two units that are slightly different. They fit in, and yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I don't know how it would do on the table, but that's not really my main concern. I just quite like painting up models. So yeah, that's the Lannister project basically complete. Well painted up anyway. So thanks for watching.